Hey, gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in and joining me on this Tuesday morning for coffee. It's been kind of a madhouse around here at work, so it was nice to take a little break and get into this. People have been calling like crazy to schedule their 5 to 11-year-olds for that COVID vaccine. As soon as we announced it, we booked like 150 in one afternoon. We've had to add more slots and more staff and yada, yada, yada. But I think I'm kind of excited about my son and Zane also. They're both getting theirs tomorrow. So, anyways, not a discussion of vaccines, even though I do always invite healthy discussions about that kind of stuff. Today we're talking about this week. What a weird week it was. Man, we're going to dig into it. But people, even the experts and podcasts I listen to, one of them said it was the worst week of fantasy football in his whole career. I mean, all of the upsets. We're talking about the Bills, the Cowboys, and all of the superstars just underperforming. Patrick Mahomes, what the hell's going on over there? People coming out of the woodworks like James Conner, Vic. Um, it's just a really, really weird week. Other than a couple outlier players, everyone kind of underperformed. But let's kind of get into it. So I love this league because it's not like every other league where if you just beat one person or if you lose like on Sunday afternoon, you don't pay attention the rest of the week. This league is so awesome because you keep on going. You beat one person and you want to beat another one. Or if you're losing, you don't want to lose more points because you want to stay above the person below you. I mean, all the way until Monday night, usually, we're all watching the games. I know for me, for example, I was sitting there watching the Steelers defense, be like, come on, how far can Zach go down? No, I don't want him to be here. Anyways, really, really cool. That's what sets our league above everyone else. All right, let's get into this week a little bit, shall we? First, the lowest average we've had all season. Average was 102.39 points. Almost 20 points lower than what we have in scoring on a weekly basis. Also, only 33.64 points that separated the top to the bottom. Separated Lane from Ricky. Also the lowest margin. Okay, let's talk about Lane. Our winner this week beat Seth by 0.32 points. This was done on Monday night because of that rookie Pat Freiermuth, the tight end for the Steelers. Honestly, I thought that I had a small chance to beat Lane. I didn't think that Pat was going to do what he was going to do there. He also had Deontay Johnson that helped him win the league and barely eke it over Ramrod. If Freiermuth would just scored one touchdown instead of two, he'd be somewhere down here instead. Seth, Nick Chubb is back, baby. And you got a touchdown for Hunter Renfrow, which is a good call, but it was all Chubb. If Chubb didn't do this, you would have been in the bottom of the pack instead of where he was. So you can go say thank you to Nick Chubb. Then was Gage coming in at 115.08. Another guy that I thought I was going to beat, especially after Boswell missed that extra point last night. But he proved that kickers matter in this league because his kicker got him all the way up to third this week. Also, a good call replacing Murray with Wentz. Wentz had over 30 points. Rowe only beat me by 2.6 points, but had this wrapped up on Sunday. Same story as Seth. It wasn't Chubb, it was Jonathan Taylor for Rowe. Again, if he would have had an average night, he would have been way down. If Taylor does not have that 78-yard touchdown run, he finishes 1-10 instead of 8-3. So that one run was the difference all the way up here instead of being down here below Zach. My team, that night, Mixon did his thing. He's proven to be one of the top backs in the league. Hurts and Rams, DST, and Javonte Williams did just enough to get me 7 wins. Weird week, guys. 104 points usually gets me maybe 2 wins, not 7. All right. Moving on next. DP Kevin. Droopy Kevin. Had all but 2 players on his team in double digits. He actually had a pretty consistent week. But when your quarterback and your DST combined for only 15.38 points, in this league, it's hard to win anything. But you still beat Zach. Corey, you also still beat Zach. Good call on Pittman, but again, Lamar Jackson was the difference. If Lamar Jackson was just average instead of outstanding, you would have been much lower. Vic, Run CMC did average things in his first game back. Can't really expect much more. He'll definitely bounce back. You left James Conner on the bench. It's this easy. You play James Conner anywhere that you can. Flex, running back, you replace him. You just throw him in your lineup wherever you can, you win the week. Easily. Instead, you went 4-7. Chris, dude, DeAndre Hopkins was out, man. Stafford, I might have jinxed you when I said that last time. You have a really good record of deciding which quarterback to play between Stafford and Herbert. Well, you made the wrong decision this time, bro. So if I jinxed you, I apologize. But dude, pay attention. If you would have stuck Devontae Smith in for hurt DeAndre Hopkins, you would have won 9 games. I challenge you, Chris Langan, go make a waiver claim tonight. That's all I want to see. I don't even care if you pick up a kicker. Trade him out. It's for funskies. You have 16 all left. Go make a waiver claim. And Jono, he had his bye NATO week. All his team was hurt or on bye. But he started a perfect lineup, just like I did last week. But his team underperformed. Is Jono sliding? I don't know. Up for discussion. Is Patrick Mahomes going to pick it up? Again, up for discussion. Zach, nobody cares about projections. They don't mean shit. 3 total touchdowns for your team. Harrison Steelers DST just did not do enough on Monday night to save you. Just feel lucky that Khalil Herbert and Chase Claypool didn't go off because you could have easily gone 0-11 this week. Ricky, you are a really, really, really nice guy and everyone likes you. Okay, a couple of things here. So if we go to Droopy Kevin here, the difference between him and Zach was only 8.08 points. That's incredible. That's like basically a little more than a touchdown. But Droopy Kevin was 6-5, and Zach was 1-10. Just nuts this week, guys. Okay. Let's get into the standings. Let's get rid of this. There we go. All right. So let's talk about the standings after this really stupid week. So Jono up here is no longer in a tier of his own. Like I said, is he sliding? I don't know. But our top tier is these 3 teams. Jono, Gage, and Vic, all competing for the number 1 spot. And then we have 6 teams competing for 3 playoff spots between Droopy Kevin and Chris Langan. 6 teams separated by 9 games. That's less than 1 week's worth of winnings. So this can shuffle up a lot in 1 week. As it stands right now, Droopy Kevin, Seth, and Lane hold those top 3 spots. And then I am 2 games behind them, Ro is 2 games behind me, and Chris is 2 games behind Ro. So that's where the meat of our league is right now, the competition is. Then we have the struggling tier, which is Zach and Corey. Hope they're having fun, at least. Got a couple things going on in their teams. Zach's full of excuses, but they're struggling. And then we have the untouchable tier down here. our super nice guy, Raider Rick, who's just had some bad luck. We don't know what the Raiders are going to do in the second half of the season. Obviously, it didn't look terrible, but if they pick it up, maybe there's still a chance. Ricky, you're not out of it yet. Remember, this is a longer than usual season. You have a long ways to go, but if you win a week or two, you'll be right in the mix of things. You can jump 2 tiers. Same thing with Zach and Corey. Zach, especially, you're only 5 games out of that other tier to be right in the mix of things. That can change around in 1 week. I don't think it will, but anything is possible. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and sharing coffee with me today. Let me know what y'all think about these videos. Even if it's just talking some more shit about my team or talking shit about the videos. Let me know. Start some discussions this week. Well done, Lane, for winning the week. Sorry about your Ricky. Good effort. Zach. Anyways, honestly, play the waiver wire. Chris, trade deadline's coming up. Keep an eye on that. But this has been Lil'Shane, a.k.a. Deck Knight Rises, a.k.a. your commissioner who is in the running for the playoffs, unlike other commissioner, Shane. See you guys.